try that again. Welcome to the live webcast of The Study Room with me, Matthew Bentley, and Frank Harris. Decided not to insult him today because I felt being Frank Harris was punishment enough.
That's an insult in itself.
Yeah.
Tosser.
Anyway, before we get into anything, I need to promote a sponsor. Our sponsor.
What?
Yeah, I know. Jamie Dick, personal trainer, operates in Leeds Morley. We'll be putting a link to his Facebook page in the description. And his Facebook page is JDPT. That's JAY space DPT. And yeah, he's a nice guy.
Sorry, he's a sponsor.
Yes.
He's giving us free stuff.
He's giving me free stuff. I don't know about you.
Well, then he can't really be a sponsor of the Study Room. He's a sponsor of Matthew Bentley.
Well, there you go.
Can you give me some free stuff?
I'll give you free stuff.
Can you give me free stuff that's the same stuff as you're getting from this Jamie guy?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
That's nice of you. Okay, let's start.
You've got Fanta there, so fuck off. Right.
Actually, yeah, that's true. And I got a free lift.
Yeah, there we go. Right, so, how fucking long's it been?
Have a look.
I meant since we last did this.
Oh. Quite a bit. Quite a while.
Quite a while, yeah. What have you been up to in that time?
Well, since we last saw each other, and since we last did the podcast,
Yeah.
I've been playing quite a lot of Civ.
What's Civ?
Civilization 5. It's a
Right.
turn-based strategy game.
Not to me, to them.
It's a turn-based strategy game
Right.
where you make a civilization. In the last few weeks alone, I've clocked in over 70 hours.
You sad man.
At least I'm not walking around playing Pokemon Go profusely.
I'm not playing it profusely. I just play it on the way to the shop or if I'm on a journey or whatever.
Fair enough. And I went out and I bought some drum stuff the other day with birthday money.
Is that all?
Pretty much.
Is that all? What have
I had a birthday and I went to Portugal.
Oh, yeah, I was Portugal.
It was alright.
Weren't you going for a birthday meal or something?
I did go for a birthday meal in Portugal,
Oh, right.
but I went out when I got back.
That's alright then.
Yeah.
Is that literally it?
Well, I've played the drums quite a bit. I'm just trying to think. 'Cause
Nothing.
nothing of real interest.
What about prom? What about sixth form prom?
Oh, prom. If you follow the Study Room page on Facebook, which you might do and you might not, I posted a video of us dancing, which had some pretty foul language in it because I was a bit drunk. Because they had lager, and there were people there with ID.
You didn't go clubbing after them.
No, that didn't have ID. No, I do though.
That's good.
I had ID then, but it didn't show the correct age. Or the age I needed to be to get served. But now I do, because I'm 18.
Thank you, Frank. We needed that much detail. I went out, and to be honest, I didn't enjoy prom.
Right.
I thought I got bored pretty quickly.
Okay.
I thought it'd be better once we got out to clubs and that, but I still went feel. I went and got a McDonald's and went home for about 2 a.m.
Right.
I was fucking boiling in that suit as well in space.
Well, you shouldn't have worn a suit.
Sorry, you were wearing fucking
Braces.
and a fucking bow tie, looking like shit Doctor Who.
Yeah, but I didn't have a suit jacket on. I only had a shirt on.
Well,
And trousers, obviously.
well, I clearly looked better than you that night.
No, you didn't. I don't think you did.
I did. But that's not all you brought to the prom.
Oh no, before the prom, because basically the plan was me and 2 friends were going to go to Weatherspoons to have pre-drinks and meeting some people there. And before we got there, we got a message saying they were IDing on the door. And because only one of us had ID, we said, right, we're not going to go to Weatherspoons because only one of us is going to be able to get in, so we'll just walk around, we'll try and find something else to do. I said, well, Weatherspoons and Waterstones are very different in name. And I quite fancied buying a copy of a particular book, so we went and did that. I bought a copy of this 600-plus page book, and I took it to the prom.
Moby Dick.
It was Moby Dick, yeah.
You brought Moby Dick
to the prom.
And you read it as well, didn't you?
I made out like I was reading it to try and get a laugh out of a few teachers. Because I have such a good life.
That's pathetic. And
You're pathetic.
it is a bit. It's a bit sad. But yeah, before prom, I don't teach anymore, but I was teaching, so I had to go do that, and I did that in a suit, which was terrible.
Teaching what?
Drama.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't teach anymore, like, because I'm off uni, so can't do it anymore. So that was just murder to do in a suit. Plus, it was dead awkward as well, because some of the older girls, and I don't mean older as in at my age, I mean like barely hitting puberty. Yeah, some of them I think a couple of them had a little crush on me, so turning up in a suit didn't do me any favours. I mean, it was just even more awkward than what it usually was.
Right.
So I had to, yeah. And when, tell you what one of them did. One of them, 11-year-old girl, I said, look, I won't be able to teach anymore. I'm off uni.
Yeah.
But you've got your main teacher, I'm just an assistant, so... And then one of them starts asking for my fucking number, and I'm like...
Nah, mate.
Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. I just want to be friends with you. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
If you want my house number, I'm probably in the phone book. That's what you should have said.
You're not little girls you're into, and you're giving them your house number.
No, but, you know...
You're giving little girls house numbers.
No, you're not giving them it. You're just telling them where to find it if they really, really want it that badly. Want the number, not other things. I do not condone...
I don't want to do this webcast anymore.
I think I might have made myself a little bit misunderstood there.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I do not in any way condone the molestation of underage girls or boys, for that matter. And yeah, if they really want your number that badly, by all means, give them the means.
I don't think we should be friends anymore, Frank. Oh God. What have I been up to then? What have I been up to? Because I feel like my life is slightly more interesting.
You're welcome to think that. I have a pretty fulfilling life, in my opinion.
I mean, we're doing this for like an hour, aren't we?
We've done about, 10 minutes so far?
I don't know, where does it say?
This is going to be fantastic to watch back.
I don't know, I've got 0 viewers. For fuck's sake. I would have thought it would have said at the top there.
Yeah, I thought it might have done. Let's put it on full screen and let's see if that makes any difference. Right, let's just stop doing this. It's boring people.
Yeah,
Let's take it off full screen again because I need to navigate about the computer later on.
Okay. Right, so,
sorry about that.
what have I done recently? We need to fill this for like an hour, so I suppose it's just going to be guesswork, innit?
Well, why don't we move on to the first actual segment, which is something that you have said is extremely entertaining this week.
Oh yeah, I was raped.
Okay, well, on that note, let us run the jingle. It won't be as good a quality as it usually is, because this is actually coming out of the speaker into the mic, where I usually overdub it.
Okay, Frank.
Here is the jingle.
You broke it.
Max's sexual anecdotes, he'll tell you how to do it, so you better take notes. Maxie will put on his specs and reach deep you've been with part of sex.
Excellent. Okay.
So weird your dad sings that.
Well, no, I only told him to.
No, it's still odd. Anyway, so yeah, what have I was, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna protect people's modesty here, I think, so I don't know, we're gonna go girl 1, 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't 3 of them raping me at once, but it was just the one.
Okay.
So I was out with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was...
Well, you have friends other than me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know you don't have friends other than me.
No, I do. There are many people I play Civilization 5 online with. You know, and I went out with some friends for my birthday.
Yeah, no, I saw that on Snapchat, you prick. I didn't know about that, but...
Well, you know, if you'd have gone there, that would have spoiled some of the stuff we got to talk about on the podcast for you.
No, alright, fair enough.
And it didn't really seem to me like it would have been your scene.
What was it?
It was cheeky Nando's and then a few drinks.
That's my scene. Why can't that be my scene?
I don't know. I think... I don't know, to be honest.
Let's
Sorry.
Let's not argue in front of the... In fact, no, let's argue there's no one watching.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, no.
Then we'll get back to your sexual anecdotes.
No, we'll do it now.
We'll argue after this podcast is finished.
Yeah.
We'll have a big domestic.
Where?
We'll subject you to it.
I can beat him to death.
Look, you're not going to beat me up. You're not going to beat anyone up.
Right, so girl 1, 2 and 3, right? I was out with some people.
Mm-hmm.
Including me, there were 2 lads.
Right.
And then there were 3 girls, right?
Yeah.
Girl number 1,
Mm-hmm.
were 22 years old,
Right.
fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Girl number 2, 22 years old,
Yeah.
fucking beautiful. Girl number 3, 32 years old, not so much. Right?
But it
But,
was girl 3 who did the raping.
well, I'll get to that, Frank. Spoiler alert. I mean, you don't just... even if you understand what the plot twist is gonna be before everyone else in the film, you don't shout it out, do you?
Well, if I've
in the
caught
cinema.
On, if I've caught on, I'm pretty sure everyone else has caught on by now.
Right. So girl number 3, not so much. But I weren't looking to pull. I weren't...
Of course you were.
No, I wasn't. I was just looking for a night out. I weren't I wasn't thinking about sex. I wasn't interested, that night. I just wanted to go out and have fun. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I weren't looking to pull. So I didn't treat her any differently to the other girls. I should have treated her differently. Right?
Why were you leading her on?
Well, I didn't think so. Like, I bought her a few drinks, but
That's definitely leading her on.
I bought everyone else drinks,
Oh.
and I bought the lad, even the lad there. I bought him drinks. They were all buying me drinks. She were buying me drinks. It didn't mean no. I danced with her.
That's leading her on.
No, I was dancing with every other cunt. I was dancing with the other girls. I was dancing with the other lad. I was dancing with people I hadn't met before. She kissed me, so I give her a kiss. I kissed everyone else. I fucking kissed the lad who was there.
Okay.
It didn't mean anything to me. I was just... That's like how I show... Like, I get drunk, I get really affectionate.
Mm. Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, that was it. I was just... I weren't treating her... I weren't treating her any differently, basically.
Okay.
And... because I weren't looking to pull, so I weren't giving anyone any kind of special treatment. Anyway, we went to, 2 nightclubs.
Mm-hmm.
First was a rock club. And, in fact, I'll tell this, whilst I was in the rock club...
Is this in Leeds? Yeah.
Yeah. Girl number 2 pulled me up to dance. She was gorgeous, right? And, she says to me, look, if anyone comes up and tries dancing with me or says anything to me, tell them you're my boyfriend. And I was like, okay, I see what's going on here.
Oh, you were totally down for that, I can tell.
I could see what were going on. I'm a deterrent, basically. Right, so I said, all right, I'll be your boyfriend for like the next hour or whatever. Anyway, so
Boyfriend is more than for just an hour. It's a big.
no, Frank, I wasn't literally a boyfriend.
Well, then you say, I'll pretend to be a boyfriend for the next hour, or I will be your fictitious boyfriend.
I'm sure you would have said that.
Probably, because I don't want. When I'm with a female, I never want her to think that I think we're more than we are. For instance, I'm extremely aware if I'm in the friend zone, and I don't push for that to go any further. But on with your story. This isn't about me. This is about you.
Yeah, you can't. Frank, you wouldn't have. I know for a fact what you would have said in that situation.
What would I have said?
You would have gone, you see, the thing is, I'm not very threatening, so I think people will probably try and hit on you anyway, and then they'll beat me up.
Well,
and I don't really want that. That's what you would have said, you cunt.
It's what I would have thought. I probably wouldn't have said it.
But, yeah, so I thought, alright, that's fine, and, she were proper playing it up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm all for that. She were, giving me kisses, she was grabbing on my shirt and what have you, and I enjoyed all that.
Of course he did.
But what got embarrassing...
Frick.
I'm not a tall guy anyway.
No, you're really
I'm not tall.
This guy thinks he's 5'10", he's not.
Fuck
He's about
off.
5'8".
I'm about, 5'8", 5'10". Anyway, so, yeah, I'm not tall anyway. She was taller than me anyway.
Oh, God, that's bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, her being taller than me isn't bad, right?
I'd find that quite bad.
She was in heels as well.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine.
Right? But even without the heels, she would have been taller than me.
Oh, so in heels she would have been taller than me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Anyway, I didn't mind that. I didn't mind her being... I'm not so fucking self-conscious that the idea of a female being taller than me just immediately emasculates me. I was fine with all that. But when she started to, like, turn around and grind on me...
That happened to me once.
Once.
Covered in episode 6 of season 1.
So, basically, because she was taller than me, and she turned around and started grinding her ass on me, basically what I was getting was this. Just rubbing my belly. Like that.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's still technically getting some action.
Well, it was, because in my mind I'm thinking she's probably feeling around for a cock and not finding it. So she's like, but do I say anything? Do I just, like, I didn't know what to do, so I ended up not saying anything and just let her get on with it and pretend that I didn't have a penis, basically.
Right.
So that was really... I enjoyed it for what it was, but that was pretty embarrassing.
Okay.
Anyway, on to my rape. So, first club we were in was Rock Club. That shut about 3 o'clock in the morning. We went to a gay bar after that. That shut about 5 o'clock in the morning. And as we're leaving this gay bar, girl number 3, who was 32 and...
What is it with you and people above the age of 30?
I mean... I was molested in a gay bar before by a woman who was like in her 40s, but that's the only other time that's...
Is that the thing that we covered in Series 2, Episode 5?
When I was at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I have an encyclopedic knowledge of this podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. So, yeah, so that was terrible. But, anyway, so that's the only other time I've gone for someone over... Well, and even then I didn't go for her. But, yeah, this 32-year-old, we're coming out this gay bar, and she grabs hold of my arm and goes, "What's wrong with you?" I go, "Nothing's wrong with me. Nothing, I'm fine, how are you?" And she goes, "I've been trying to pull you all night and you've just been parring me off." I'm like, "Have you?" And she goes, "Yeah." Slaps me, bites me, and then forces a kiss on me, right? Sticking a tongue, and this was different to the other kisses, right? This was like fucking, like she were biting my lips and tongue, and going for it. And she wore braces as well, which made it hurt.
At 32.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean... And girl number one was actually her younger sister. And her younger sister's there going, stop being a hoe. Stop being... leave him alone. Anyway, she didn't listen.
Well, what the fuck gives her the right to do that? I mean, it's ultimately it's down to you whether you want to be pulled.
Yeah. Well, she was having none of that.
Well, that's against the law. And
Well-
you could probably go to the police.
I mean, I'm not a little bitch, Frank. I mean, I couldn't...
I'd sure as fuck try and go
in-
to the
in
police,
fairness,
but they
that's-
wouldn't listen because it's impossible for a woman to rape a man.
Yeah. That is actually legally correct.
Well, yeah.
By law, by the law's definition of rape, it is impossible for a woman to commit rape. Anyway, moving on. And because we were all in a group and I'd run out of money by this point, I couldn't really get a taxi home, so I had to stay with the group and go where they went.
Yep.
Which meant for about 3 hours, that was my reality. That was my reality for 3 hours.
What? Just kissing her?
Not kissing her, Frank, being abused every not even few minutes, like every 12 seconds I was either being...
Why? So specific. Where did you pluck that number from?
It just sounds about right. I mean, right, every 15 seconds or whatever,
12's close to 10, not 15.
shut the fuck up. Right, I was either being slapped, bitten, or kissed. And not a nice kiss, not like a peck on the lips. I mean, like, have you seen the film Alien
No.
with face huggers?
No.
It's like that. Like the face huggers clamp onto your face and stick their tongue down your throat to lay eggs.
Right.
It was like that. And yeah, like sitting in the taxi, there was a spare seat for her. She didn't take it. Sat on my lap.
Oh, fucking hell.
You know, she was when she wasn't abusing me, she was abusing the taxi driver. Like she just turned around and smacked the driver, and I'm like, leave the driver alone. He's driving. He's got to keep concentrating.
Sorry,
on the road.
she was hitting the driver.
She was going like that to him.
He's driving a fucking...
I know he's driving a fucking vehicle. You tell her that, not me.
Have you got a number?
I've got her on WhatsApp.
I'd be happy to tell her to lay off and to tell her that she sounds absolutely...
Yeah, I'll get her to molest you.
No.
Anyway, so that happened, and girl number 2 who was too tall for me.
I thought you said she wasn't. I thought you said you didn't mind.
That was a joke, Frank.
Right.
Said I was instigating it, which I didn't really appreciate. I mean, I wasn't instigating anything. I was just...
Playing along with it. Hoping that it was going to end.
Well, I can hardly turn around and just deck her.
Well, you technically could. I mean, you're getting a lot of trouble for it. They totally turned a blind eye to the fact that she was...
Yeah,
doing
bouncers
things against your will.
bouncers didn't give a fuck. Like, there were bouncers when she started doing it, and they didn't care. But yeah, I was being like, it was that bad that when I got home the next day, I was like, my mum had actually thought I'd been in a fight because I had all these marks all over me and that, and from where she bit me, and she'd been wearing black lipstick, so it kind of looked like bruises on my mouth.
Right. Oh, so she was a goth.
Not
Like
really.
gothy type.
Not really a goth. I don't know. I just think she liked black lipstick. I don't know. She weren't dressed like a goth. I mean, she was Asian. You don't see many Asian goths.
Was she Asian?
Like Chinese or something. Yeah.
Oh, we've been going for 24 minutes.
How do you know?
Because it says there
That's how
on,
it does.
on YouTube.
So it does.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, and we all went back to her apartment as well. Thankfully, I was safe because there was a fucking gang of us. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if it had just been me and her, no doubt about it, I would have received the worst blowjob of my life.
Okay.
You know.
Well, I've heard that it's... Well, isn't that usually an analogy where you say... Where if you try to pick the worst of loads and loads of good things, you compare it to try to pick the worst blowjob. You know, every blowjob's good in some way or other. because that's the very nature of a blowjob.
Not when she bites. Not when she bites like fucking Jaws or Hannibal Lecter with braces.
Yeah, I was going to say the braces would probably do something weird as well.
No, so... And when we did get back to hers, she fucking passed out. Like, I have never been so happy that someone has fallen unconscious in my life. I mean, if she had started choking on her own vomit, I honestly think I would have left her.
I don't think you would have, and I think just saying that has made me think that we probably shouldn't have been friends. I mean, who are you, Walter White? Leaving someone to choke on their own vomit.
It's been ages since I've watched that. Who choked on their own vomit?
Jane Margolis. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yes, I remember now. It's been ages since I've watched that. But, fuck it, you give 11-year-olds your number, so...
No, I don't.
And you like little girls.
I don't like little girls. Are you still going on about the thing that's on my Tinder? Well, first of all,
It's on your Tinder, so...
First of all, I changed that to shorter
I
girls.
didn't write it.
First of all, I changed that to shorter girls, and then when I realised that, I'm not really in a position to make... to narrow down my options, as it were, I just took it off my profile and rewrote the whole thing. Which you'll hear later on.
Ooh. I'm gonna send some messages on Frank's Tinder.
No, you're not.
I am.
He's getting nowhere fucking near my Twitter.
Tinder. You said Twitter.
Did I?
You said Twitter. Right. So, yeah, she passed out, thank fuck. And I'd been molested for about 3 hours of her biting. Like that.
Sorry.
And, yeah, they sent me up to the shop as well.
This back when you were at their house?
Yeah, apartment.
Well, place of
flat.
residence. Home.
Yeah. And we were in Beeston, which if you don't... Do you know Beeston?
I've heard of it.
It's like second roughest part in Leeds.
Second to Hare Hills, I'm guessing?
Probably, yeah.
Right.
But it's pretty rough anyway, it's pretty rough. And they sent me to the shop, hadn't slept, still drunk, and they sent me to the shop on my own, which is like a 20-minute walk. I got there, got what I needed, walked out of the shop, and I just kind of went, where the fuck have I just come from now? Like, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember where I didn't have my phone. It had run out of charge, so I left it back at the flat. And I literally wandered around Beeston for 2.5 hours.
Oh, Christ.
Well, I sobered up after 2.5 hours, obviously, but no sleep, in the fucking sun. I'd gotten sunburnt, and I could have honestly cried. I had my credit card on me, but I had about 81p in my bank at this point.
Right.
So I could have honestly, genuinely cried. It was just, and when I finally did make my way back, there was no one seemed to have cared.
Right.
Everyone else was too hungover to care that I'd been missing. In fact, no, one person went out looking for me for a bit. Bless him. He was lovely. It's nice. I'm not going to name drop, but he was such a nice guy.
Okay,
Such
cool.
a nice guy.
Awesome. That was a good story.
Yeah, I was raped. Well, not raped, but molested.
It was well told.
Thank you. I feel like it probably went my best, but
No.
no.
Okay. Cool. Should we move on
To what?
to my first day of holiday journal?
You went to Portugal.
I did go to Portugal, and I said to myself, right, you're going to Portugal this year, and you do a podcast, you should probably write a journal of the holiday. I was sort of likening it to Carl Pilkington's diary, but it turned out only to be
Not me then.
What?
Not me then.
I was going to liken it to Carl Pilkington's diary,
All right.
and then sort of like halfway through the first day, I thought, no, this isn't working. I can't be asked doing this, but I got a decent first day done. So I'd like to read that for you now, if that's all right.
Go for it.
Cool. A lot of these thoughts were written.
In fact, shall I read it?
No,
Oh.
it was like, you can do if you want.
I mean, I'm taking the piss out of you, so rather than interrupting you, I can just stop myself and go, Frankie, we can't.
You could just comment on what I'm saying. While
Alright, okay.
That'll work. Okay. A lot of these thoughts, like I say, were written
Just
sort of
read
when
them.
I was sort of like half asleep at
Just read
6
them.
o'clock in the morning.
Just
Okay.
read them.
Sunday the 17th, 6:46 a.m. This is July. I've been denied my basic human right of accessing Wi-Fi as
That's not a basic human right.
it is a human right.
It's not a
Access
human
to the
right.
internet is a basic human
It's
right.
not a basic human
They've made
right.
it a human right.
It's not a human.
It is a human
There's
right.
no way that's a human
They've
right.
made it. I think they made it a human right.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It is. That just shows how
That's
independent
fucking.
we are on the
That's
internet.
retarded.
I've been denied my basic human right of accessing Wi-Fi as the system redirected me
Hang on.
too many times. What?
If it's not a basic human right.
Alright,
It might be a human right, but it's not a basic. Yeah, I mean your basic human rights amount to food, water,
Shelter,
life, oxygen, shelter. They're your basic. They don't chuck Wi-Fi in basic.
oxygen. All right, cool. Because the system redirected me too many times. So, in summary, Leeds Bradford International cock up and just leave it as is, leaving me to write in this bloody notebook. And yes, as seen above, my pen ran out whilst doing said pastime.
Let's see where it's.
I
Oh,
started writing in black.
oh dear, no. That's your basic human right, ink.
I wouldn't say it's basic.
Shut the fuck up. Read that.
It's okay though, I have another 2. Alas, a little anecdotery is probably in order. This morning I woke at 4 a.m. to the gleeful spaghetti western sounding Llano del Rio by Frank Black as my alarm. It's a good song, you should listen to it. Actually, I think I've already played you a little bit of it.
Mate,
I had in total 90 minutes sleep as I was up playing Civilization 5 online.
for fuck's sake, what is it with you and that fucking game?
It's fantastic.
Um,
Go on.
It just sounds. It sounds like I'd play for maybe a week and then get bored of.
No, it's totally replayable. It's really, really fun.
Uh-huh.
I climbed up the hill to Bedfordshire at 12 and found
Bedfordshire.
that... Yeah,
Yeah.
going up to bed.
Yeah, I know, but he's such a virgin.
Yes, I am a virgin. I have never had sex. What part of that is so incomprehensible to you? Incomprehensible
It's
to
not
you?
incomprehensible. I just like reminding you.
Well, I don't need reminding. Reminding me is the last thing I want done.
It's the first thing you think about when you wake up, and the last thing you think about before you go to bed.
No, there are plenty of things that
Eating your dinner. Never had pussy.
having breakfast, playing Civilization 5, making sure that I don't lose.
Playing Civilization 5. Never touched a vagina since I fell out with one.
I climbed up the hill to Bedfordshire at 12 and found that the clicking of my mouse and the development of the fictitious version of the Chinese Empire, consisting of 3 cities named Buklaw, Chow Mein, and Eggy Fried Rice, had got me going.
Oh, Frank, you comedian.
I quite liked it.
Alright.
I'm not sure whether that's racist, but let's continue. Had really got me going, and I was still obviously on the come down. During the
Mate, you don't know what a fucking come down is, do you?
no, well, been on an alcohol come down before.
That doesn't count.
During the game, I was quite literally buzzing off my tits. Yes, some of that may have been the 2 pints of Matty.
You said tits.
Yes, I did. I'm just gonna cover those up.
You do that.
Okay.
This is fucking boring. Go on.
Some of it may have been to do with the 2 pints of Iron Brew I had during.
Ooh.
This is a little map of the game. Bear in mind, some of the map was undiscovered by the time I logged off.
Can I have a look at that first? Okay, so give me some fucking. Oh right, so Shoshone territory, Shoshone, Venice.
Venice was up north, down southeast, now southwest.
Venice is a city in Italy.
Yes, it's not on a world map. It's a randomly generated map.
Right.
That's what makes it so good.
Okay, show them them.
Well, this is a mirror image, I think.
Whatever. Right, it's done
Oh,
a
no,
little
it's
map.
You can freeze frame that if you want to learn more.
I'm sure they don't.
There, I hope that didn't bore you.
It did.
Upon getting to the airport, there was a sizable
Oh,
queue.
we've not even got into the fucking airport yet.
This is still the anecdote. There was a sizable queue. We got in line and absorbed the diversity. Most notable were a group of girls, well, 30-plus-year-old women, really,
Maybe I got raped by a few of them.
who sparked attention from both me and my father. We had noticed them during walking from the taxi to the entrance, as they were loud and a bit coarse.
It sounds so fucking Silence of the Lambs, scary type shit.
I remember hearing, "Look how shit the airport is," which was followed by a gust, well, several gusts really, blowing one woman's skirt to reveal her arse. I only know this as my father made a massive thing about it, and I saw the spectacle for a fraction of a second. But when's all said and done, an arse is just an arse. Alright?
Oh my god, I like how... I can understand how that made it in, but... Like, you just kind of gloss over it and then go into so... You've drawn a map for a video game?
In the queue, we got a better
Alright.
look of the flock of women. Okay.
A flock.
Yeah.
How many pages does this cunt go on for?
Just a few more.
Alright.
They likely met at a plastic surgery appreciation society, as they shared the common
Savage.
attribute of having their lips piped with silicone, to the point where I'd be scared of kissing them more so than if they didn't have the lips of Kylie Jenner,
Or Mick Jagger.
just in case the shite leaked out.
Taking no prisoners. Imagine if they will see this.
At least in 60 years or so, children will still have Lego bricks, thanks to these lovely ladies.
Savage.
Upon seeing them, the words Magaluf and Sambuca sprang to mind. That's all for now. We're boarding at gate 8. 8:15 a.m.
Whoa.
Same day.
It's like a fucking military operation.
On the plane, I waited till we were fully up so I could write using the table as support. It's great. It almost makes up for the lack of promised Wi-Fi. I'm sat behind a baby. He squealed during takeoff as he wasn't able to sit on his mother's knee. I assumed it would say lap, but it said knee. I saw a rather attractive air hostess. Well, all air hostesses seem to have this quality. It's probably in the job description. What the hell are you actually doing with that? I thought that was a lighter.
No, it's just...
You're gonna nip me while I'm reading this, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm just playing with it.
Matthew.
Go on. I'm not nipping you with it. Look, I'll put it in my other hand.
It's probably in the job description. That makes no difference.
Well, if I'm over here... If it's over here, it's not anywhere near you, is it?
No. But you can still get it to me.
I-
It's probably in the job description. Get it away from me, Matthew. Just go away.
I'm not going away. It's my webcast as well.
It's probably in the job description. I wonder why. Maybe it's to give the heterosexual male passengers and lesbians the peace of mind that were the plane to crash, they'd at least go down looking at a pretty face. Except no, definitely not. I'm just being a prat. I'm going to read Moby Dick now.
And he's written Moby Dick out for us. You're just gonna read Moby Dick now.
You're exactly right.
Alright.
Call me Ishmael. Some time ago, I'm just trying to recall the first bit off by heart. I can't really.
Oh, okay.
3:54 p.m. the same day. The flight was uneventful. I had a 10-minute kip as I was too tired to read Moby Dick. I had a cheese toasty with ham. Excuse the...
Why is that made it in? Why have you specified that?
Because other than that, I just listened to music.
Why are you specifying such minute stuff? I thought this was going to be like the first day of the actual holiday when you get to the hotel and that, and you've done all the second day to you, I imagine. And then you just talk about you know, what you see people watching them.
Excuse that poor description.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't be asked putting right the wrong. There was some grammar misuse there. So.
Oh, sorry.
I also tried to sleep.
After you.
Sorry. I also tried to sleep to shut out the squawks and squeals of the 2-year-old. This actually prevented sleep being achieved for the most part. After this, I put on some music and tried sleeping.
What music?
Again, didn't work. Just stuff on my phone.
Non-specific. I like it.
Alright, let's have a look at what's on my phone.
Well, let's not. Just read.
Okay, well, just for the record, there's Avril Lavigne on my phone.
Of course there
There's
is.
Frank Black on my phone.
Uh,
There's some Epic Stadium anthems on my phone. What's the name of the album? There's some Pink on my album. One of her albums is on there.
ooh, pink. Some pink on my phone as well.
Yeah, that is.
Let's try and find where I found it.
After this, I put on some music and tried sleeping. Again, didn't work.
No.
Baggage claim took a little while, so I scouted for babes. That's in quote marks.
Did you
It
find
didn't
your
dis-
mum?
What?
You said you were looking for your mum.
Shut the fuck up. It didn't distract me from spotting both cases. The coach ride was Wi-Fi fueled, but also delayed, as some people were nowhere to be found. FFS. If you're not familiar with that, that's for fuck's sake.
Everyone is familiar
sure
with
you
that.
are.
Don't worry, Frank.
We definitely are now after I clarified.
Ah, that's good.
Clarified it.
That's good of you.
Upon getting to our room, we got changed and headed for lunch. A cheeseburger and chips fills any gap. After, we went to get necessities, but we had another booze stop first. Tonight, we're going for a steak dinner and a few drinks, which should be a whale of a good time. That's where it ends. That's when I realised that it was just a fucking pain in the ass to write this.
It was a pain in the ass to fucking listen to it.
Well, just put up with it. You listened. And I'm sure you had a better time than if we were just talking about other things.
I think that might have been worse than getting molested.
We've got 18 minutes left. We've got two
Have
things
we?
to do now.
And what are those?
The Tinder thing, and we've got the Hateful Harris, which I'm going to level with you. I didn't actually write.
Well,
it just didn't feel right.
We'll just freestyle it.
Cool.
Well, let's do the Tinder thing. What are we doing with Tinder?
Okay, I'm going to open up Tinder, and you're going to see some of the. Well, you're going to see all of the people who come up on my Tinder.
Fucking receiving text messages, the cunt.
Hold on a minute. I just need to reply to this person.
Who is it?
It's just someone who I'm trying to get to watch this podcast right now.
Have a look at the name.
No,
Is it someone I know?
no.
Are you sure?
I might have spoken to her a few times.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Say no more.
Can I see, just to clarify?
No.
I'm not going to shout the name out.
No, you can't fucking see.
Why not?
Just piss off.
If I get their Facebook profile up on my phone and show it to you, will you nod? Nod for yes,
go on.
shake for
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Right. I've got a notification from Tinder. Oh yeah, because I opened the app. Oh no, it's just Tinder trying to advertise something to me.
Okay, so we're going to open up Tinder, and you're going to see the person who's on screen, okay? You're not going to do any of the swiping, because you're just going to be a dick to do that.
I'm just gonna. I want to have a conversation with someone, and I'll let you have a conversation with someone on my Tinder.
No, that's not what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you why I'm matching or not matching.
Okay, I'm gonna get this person up. Okay, let's have a look at this first person.
Charlotte, 18.
I can see him in the bottom corner. Never mind.
Okay.
And I knew it would be. I knew it would be.
Charlotte, 18.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at her pictures. She's not bad.
But I'm not going to match. There is a distinct lack of information, so that's a straight away.
Right?
Crystal, 18.
Um,
She looks like Justin Bieber did when he was like under 16.
Yeah,
So
that's.
straight
I'm not
away.
convinced that's a woman.
Alice, 25.
I'm not.
I thought I only had up to 18 on here.
I'm
look,
pretty
yeah.
sure that's an advert. Like, I mean, look at her. That's like professionally done. I'm pretty sure. I've
No,
had,
that's Anna Kendrick.
so it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bullshit.
I don't know what Anna Kendrick is.
Again, there's 3 people here. I don't know. There's no information
Oh,
telling
there's
me.
2 people there. All right. She's not bad.
But again, there's a lack of information, so that's annoying.
Right.
Oh, that's the same picture. Oh no, it's not.
All right. Yeah, just had time to refresh. I mean, she's not bad as well. I'll just.
Oh, she's 17. She's lying about her age, so no.
My God.
Becky, 18.
From Leeds, primary.
Don't read out the whole thing because. Again, nothing really.
What do you want them to say?
Actually, the more I think about it, the more I think I could probably match this one. We'll match.
I mean, she looked a bit chunky in the last one, so
What's wrong with that?
there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying.
I mean,
you know, it's
she might be chunky, but I'm a hunky, so.
fucking dude, right?
Again, absolutely zero information. So.
And yeah, I wouldn't match her. I just swipe right on everyone.
Caitlin, 18.
She's not. She's quite fit.
But she's just promoting a Snapchat. I'm not up for that.
She's all right.
Again, no information.
Frank, did it ever occur to you that maybe the reason why they're leaving no information is so you can ask about said information and get to know them on a personal level rather than just reading it from a fucking bio? Has that ever occurred to you that maybe?
Well, that's just
maybe in dating profiles, less is more.
That's just an annoyance. Okay, all right. This is what a perfect. We've been nearly out of frame for ages.
Yeah, because I've been leaning over to read
Right,
that.
okay, cool. All right. This is what my profile is. Okay,
All right.
this is what it says. Okay,
I'm gonna message that person you were talking to.
tallish, 5'11". I realised I wasn't actually 6 foot, so let's check. Slightly dark.
No one gives a shit, Frank.
Slightly dark, but not really. Mousy blonde. Handsome to strange people. Not conventionally attractive. I'm pretty much 6 feet tall. That's about it, really. That's all I've got going for me. To my dismay, growing a beard isn't really in my genes. I play the drums, if that's hot. Probably not. On Life podcast.
Oh, fuck. Alive. Leave me alone. Apparently I've got dyslexia.
What?
Apparently I've got dyslexia.
Have you? Alright.
Apparently. My mum told me, apparently my mum had me tested when I was younger and didn't tell me since.
Okay. Bryony, 18.
Alright, let's have a look at Bryony. Bryony's not bad. I'd swipe right on Bryony.
Journalism student, Deftones, Kevin Smith, and Animal Lover.
I mean, you just told me off for reading one out.
Lauren, 18.
Lauren.
Just.
These are all quite fit, Frank.
Sun, World, Flowers. I don't know what relevance that has, so I'm not gonna.
In fairness to you, though, a lot of these have common connections, which I find quite risque, and I don't bother with.
Again, no information. You get the idea. Oh, and there's no one new around me. Fantastic.
I could have told you that.
Okay, brilliant. Let's move on.
Oh, I've got a message back. Oh, right. Alright.
Oh, we've got someone who's coming onto the podcast. How
Yeah.
many viewers? We have no viewers.
I mean, we're like 10 minutes away from the end, like, but fuck it.
we're gonna wait until that one viewer pops up.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we gonna name drop them?
No,
Give them a
no.
shout out?
All right, fair enough. But when we see that viewer pop up,
I'm doing a shout out. I'm doing a shout out.
don't give the full name though. That's just weird.
Well, no, I'm not gonna give the fucking full name, am I, you spastic?
Don't call me a spastic, mate. I'm not a spastic.
Oh, he's getting hard now that his bird's getting on. Alright, let's wait for this one. We've been doing this for like an hour.
She's got a boyfriend.
Has she?
Yes.
Alright. I don't know about that.
In fact, when she went on holiday, she had him keep up our snap streak. That was fun.
Oh,
We just kept on. What? Snapstreak, on Snapchat.
What's Snapstreak?
It's where you send each other Snapchats for a certain number of days. This has been the best part of the podcast, us just speaking in hushed breaths, waiting for one viewer.
While you on... break that down for me again. While you on holiday, what?
She had her boyfriend... while she was on holiday and she couldn't use Snapchat, she had her friend, a boyfriend, keep up the snap streak.
So every day,
Yeah.
someone else's boyfriend.
Yeah. I really liked it. It was really fun. We were just making vaporwave memes.
Vaporwave.
Vaporwave, yeah, it's a type of music.
Right.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So
Come on, hurry the fuck up.
that's...
In fact, we can keep an eye on the chat as well. She might decide to put a chat in down.
Oh wait, I've got fucking... Oh wait, no, that's someone else.
Oh, come on. I'm pissed now.
Ooh, Frank's getting his feelings hurt.
Fuck up.
Ooh, Frank. Vaporwave.
It's all about aesthetics.
In that how it looks.
Aesthetics. Yeah, I don't really understand it. It's kind of a rich tapestry. Apparently it's supposed to be like...
What are we on about?
Vaporwave.
I thought that was the type of music.
It's a type of culture. There is music.
Right.
Vaporwave is a genre of music, but it's also a way of living life, I think.
You sound like such a fucking...
What?
You sound vegan. It's
I'm
a way
vegan.
of life.
I'm not.
It's a way of... That's how vegans talk about being vegan. I'm not convinced she's coming on at all.
No. Right, well, we'll start then.
Alright, shout out to Becky since she's not here.
She's not even on.
I know that, but fuck it, I said I'd do it.
Okay, let's run the jingle for this next.
Oh, right, yeah. Shit, fuck it.
Let's go. Just tell her to look on my Facebook wall.
I'm just saying, it'll be going on YouTube. I wouldn't worry at this point.
Just tell her to go on my Facebook wall. If she wants to watch it, it's
You
on my
tell
Facebook.
her. God,
Fuck's sake. The things we do to get viewers.
I mean, in fairness, we shouldn't really be doing this on the fucking live podcast. It's a bit desperate. It looks desperate. I mean, I'm just trying to get you out there and look normal.
Well, we're gonna start it anyway. Okay, so as many of you may know,
I
if you've
wanna
seen
go
the
on your
podcast, if any of you have seen the other podcasts, you'll know that I've been watching Dexter over the past few months, and I finished that the other day. Matthew let me know that the ending of Dexter really isn't that good.
It's
and that
fucking awful. Continue.
It really is. So after seeing that, I thought, right, that is definitely what I'm going to do on the Hateful Harris. Hold on, I've just got a message.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Frank, let it go.
Right, so we're not getting that viewer after all.
No, but you know what? People will watch this later.
Probably not. Okay.
Probably.
Brilliant. Let's get on with this then. So you're going to join in with this because you share the same opinion.
I fucking hate it.
The ending of Dexter
Spoiler alert.
is terrible. Okay.
I was spoiling it.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Dexter and you feel like you might want to watch Dexter and you haven't finished it and you hate spoilers anyway, just go.
I mean,
skip ahead.
at the end of the day, I wish someone spoiled it for me.
So the ending of Dexter, if you didn't know, is terrible. It's really, really badly written.
Do you want to tell them what happens?
Yes, I'll tell them what happens. Okay, so Deborah, she gets shot in the stomach.
That did happen.
By someone who Dexter decided not to kill in the way he normally kills people. He said, we'll just wait for you to be in the electric chair, because he was trying to make a change. Dexter is a serial killer, and for the one time when it actually made a difference...
Don't tell them the premise of the show, just tell them how it ends.
Well, Dexter is a serial killer, right? And for once when it actually mattered, when it could have actually saved a life, he decided not to be a serial killer and tried to be a moral man.
That's not necessarily true, because the premise is he kills other serial killers. So he's probably saved more lives than he's actually taken. So this isn't the one time it mattered. It's mattered every single time.
Well, this is the one time where he didn't kill someone where it actually mattered. Okay,
It actually mattered the rest of the times because there were still lives at stake.
Well, anyway, this time he just decided not to go through with the killing when it's someone who's really, really horrible like the others. But this one, you know,
It was a particularly scummy case.
yeah, he really was. He killed
Right.
his own mother.
Go on.
So yeah, he decided not to kill him, and in doing so, Deb got shot. Okay, when Deb got shot, she had the bullet taken out of her stomach, and everything seemed to be going hunky dory. Then a lot of other stuff happened that was, you know, mildly entertaining to watch, and then it turns out that Deb had complications. So much so, it led to her having a massive stroke and would lead to her being in a vegetative state for the rest of her life, with very little brain function and the possibility of her never even being able to breathe on her own. Okay. So, after this, Dexter kills the guy after the damage has been done.
Yeah.
Takes Deb out of the hospital after, you know,
He did do that.
taking off her supply of oxygen, and then gives her a burial at sea. This is all when a storm is about to hit Miami, which is where they live. So he drives into the oncoming storm in his boat. And this is partially because Deb's dead, and this is partially because he feels like he needs to protect his family, his son, and his
Even
girlfriend.
though at this point he didn't have the urge to kill anymore.
No.
So therefore he no longer posed a threat to his own
Yeah,
family.
exactly. He said, I've got to protect them from me, after he'd purposely not killed someone because he didn't feel like he felt the urge as much anymore.
So it's like...
So he just decided to abandon his family and go and kill himself. But the writers couldn't even make him kill himself because there's always got to be the opportunity to make more money. They kept him alive, and they made it so that he was a lumberjack in a faraway land.
He faked his own death, moved to Canada, grew a fucking badass beard.
It wasn't really that badass.
Well, it was ginger, so yeah, I suppose you're right.
It wasn't even ginger, it was blonde.
And became a lumberjack.
Yeah, became a lumberjack.
He just became a lumberjack.
And then it ends with him looking into the camera and all the sound cutting out and leaving us thoroughly fucked off, to say the least.
I wanted to punch Michael C. Hall in his stupid ginger face.
I wanted to hurt things. When Deb died, I honestly thought about punching the sofa several times until the stuffing started coming out.
I mean, I didn't really give a shit about Deborah, but...
What do you mean you didn't give a shit about the best character in the entire series?
Well, she was just kind of moany.
She was moany, but she was extremely funny. A lot of the best laughs came from her.
It's been a while since I watched it, Frank.
And she was just a very complex character.
I mean, yeah, but all the characters deteriorated as the show went on.
Well, yeah, past season 4, that season 4 was the peak. There were good bits after that, but season 4 was very sort of.
They just kind of deteriorated after a while, so I didn't really give a shit. But that was the only character I really give a shit about after that was Dexter himself. I mean, they could have killed his son in front of me for all I care. I didn't give a shit.
To be honest, Dexter Series 8 shouldn't have been a thing. It should have ended.
What went on in Series 8?
It was all about the person who made him into Dexter.
Oh,
The psychologist who got killed by her son. Well, Series 8 shouldn't have even happened, right? It should have ended at Season 7, where Deb was making the decision of whether to shoot LaGuerta or to shoot Dexter. If they actually wrote it in that she killed someone, it should have been Dexter. Or better still, they could have made her not kill anyone and leave it and cut it to a black screen so you never know the ending. Like a Sopranos type thing.
I mean, Sopranos left a lot of people disappointed as well, didn't it?
Well, you know.
I did read the comic books after watching the series just to get some kind of closure that was better than what I've got.
Yeah.
And comic books weren't even that great. I mean, they were fine. I mean, there's one series called Dexter Down Under where he goes to Australia.
Right.
And the premise is some illegal immigrants have been turning up dead. So they've got like the best forensic specialist to come down, which happens to be Dexter. And I don't think anyone. I can't imagine anyone in our audience reading the comics, but so I'm just going to say what happens. It turns out to be a really rich man who's like a head of this racist political party that don't like immigrants. And what he's doing is he's capturing and hunting them, like, and for fun. And he does the same with Dexter and this policeman, this lady policeman, right? And then Dexter kills this person, this racist man. And then she goes, "That isn't the first time you've killed someone, is it?" And then he just flat out says, "No, it's not." And then she goes, "I should probably arrest you. But is there something you can do for me?" And then they have sex.
Right.
And then she doesn't arrest him. She just lets this psychopath go into the world because they had sex. It's like that. I'm pretty sure they got like some kind of ex-porn writer to write that, surely.
Maybe.
That was just so weird. I found that I couldn't even take it seriously. I just found it funny.
That's a better.
That's a better ending than the TV series got. That's a much better ending.
Why a lumberjack?
I don't know. It's like, I like cutting people. Trees aren't so different.
Trees have feelings. No, they don't have feelings.
No, they don't.
Trees are very good things. They take carbon dioxide that we breathe out of the atmosphere and release lovely, lovely oxygen. Why would we want to cut them down other than to create space?
Lovely, lovely oxygen.
Yeah, we need oxygen.
I mean, yeah, that didn't really need embellishing upon. Right.
No. Okay, well, we're pretty much over time, so we'll leave you with this announcement. Series 3 will be made.
Well, that's good. That's good. Is that the last series?
That will be the last series.
Well,
there will be probably 6 episodes.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel then.
And at the end of the 6th episode isn't really going to be that special. And if we have time, we'll probably do another webcast.
That's good.
But Series 3 will be made. We're not sure when it will be made, but it's definitely going to be made, and it will probably be...
Tune into the live webcast, the next one anyway, where I get Frank fucked off his face on ketamine.
That's not going to happen. I'm not taking ketamine. I am not taking ketamine. Well, thanks very much for watching. Well,
not watching, but whatever.
Thanks very much for watching when it's not live.
And again, Jamie Dick, personal trainer. Facebook.
Oh, he's your personal trainer.
He's not my personal trainer, but he's a personal trainer.
So, how's he? What free stuff is he getting you?
It's training.
Oh, he's training you for free.
Yeah.
He's getting you big and hench.
Yeah.
Oh,
JDPT on Facebook.
awesome.
Yeah.
Right, well, I need to figure out how the hell we stop this broadcast, so we might be with you for a few more seconds.
Oh.